You're inside KDAY's community show. Your issues, your topics, your community. Now.
It's 93.5 KDAY, the 93.5 KDAY community show. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed Sunday and a prosperous week. Last week we had on my man Kareem Grimes, the actor from Bones and Boys in the Hood and Jarhead. He's out there on San Pedro between 4th and 5th every Wednesday, donating to the homeless and getting clothes and food, and it's definitely a wonderful project. We always try to bring things to the community, and this week we have my man, we decided to bring my man Andrew back. Andrew, formerly of Platinum Mortgage Company, and I say formerly of Platinum Mortgage Company because now he's made a non-lateral move and a advancement move, if I could say, to Integrity Credit Corporation. Andrew, welcome to the show, first of all.
Well, thank you very much, Trey, and thank you for always having me here. It's a pleasure to be here as usual.
And I definitely want our listeners to understand, he's formerly of Platinum Mortgage Company, in which we got a lot of phone calls about, a lot of emails about people, him helping people get into homes and making better financial decisions, as well as cleaning up their credit. Andrew, why don't you go ahead and tell me, we've talked a little bit before you got here, tell me why you made this move, and tell our listeners why you made the move to Integrity Credit Corporation.
Well, thank you, Trey. I've been, coming to you, doing this show with you for over a year now. Integrity Credit Corporation, came about because I noticed that a lot of the people who call, they don't just need help with their credit. They also need help with real estate. They need help with their loans. They also need help with insurance. So Integrity Credit Corporation, it's a company that helps consumers, direct them to the right loans if they need to buy a house. They also help them place them with the right agent that will help them buy that home, a real estate agent or a realtor. And also, we also have affiliations with big insurance companies and small insurance companies that will help you get the best adequate insurance, either for your home or for your auto. But the core of Integrity Credit Corporation is we're there to help you fix your credit for free. We don't do all the work for you. We analyze your credit and we tell you exactly what you need to do to go from point A to point B. And we are there through the whole process with you, giving you feedbacks, giving you knowledge on how to deal with the creditors without having to pay anybody to do it. We offer additional services.
Additional service, okay.
Yes, additional services, and because we believe that everything starts with your credit. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars and you don't need to borrow money, then you can just go ahead and buy a house, or get what you need.
You don't need to worry about your FICO.
You don't need to worry about your FICO or your credit score, but generally most people need to borrow money, and to borrow money nowadays, they will scrutinize
every dollar.
They'll scrutinize your credit report. And your credit report, it's important that you know what's in your credit report. So that's what we are specialized in. I think that's the core of our business and the core of our help to the community. We want to make sure that everybody understands that your credit is very important. It doesn't matter whether your credit score is 400. It doesn't matter whether you've had a bankruptcy or whether your credit is short. You can always bounce back.
Yeah, like we were discussing, it's never too late.
It's never too late. I mean, there's a lot of people who call from the show, and when we pull their credit, their credit score is like really low, below 600 most of the time. Sometimes even below 500. But there's no shame in it, because you can always bounce back.
Okay. Well, we've been talking for a couple minutes. Can we give some information out for the people that's interested for Integrity Credit Corporation?
My cell phone's still the same. It hasn't changed. 949-232-9569. The toll-free number right now that I have is 888-816-6407. That's 888 816-6407.
And for the computer literate folks with the smartphones, you can go to www.icclending.com to get all this information out. To get, just get all the. Sometimes it's good to look into everything before you take that first step. But my man Andrew is 100% legit. Like I said, I've been dealing with him for a while. I've helped him go throughout the community and help him clean up people's credit. He showed me how to clean up my credit. And to be honest with you, most of the stuff you can learn on your own. But these other companies try to charge you these buku prices for no reason. Go to www.icclending.com.
Yes, I mean, we've always been, my entire goal for your listeners is to, I have 4 major goals for them. One, I want to teach them how to fix or improve their credit score and their credit report for free. We don't charge anything for that. Second, we want to show them how to buy a house with a credit score of 500 or above. You only need a score of 500 or above to qualify for an FHA loan. I'm sure a lot of people don't know that, but that's a fact. It's a government loan. It's out there. We've helped a lot of people, and I would like to educate and show people how this can be done. Also want to show them how to buy a house with 0.5% down payment. So, for example, if you're trying to buy a house that is $200,000, your down payment is $1,000. Technically, your down payment is less than, for a house, is less than what you pay to buy a car. Mm-hmm. So why not? If you're paying rent, you've been paying rent for 5 years or plus, it's important that you consider becoming a homeowner. And there's a lot of advantages of becoming a homeowner. Prices of homes are going up. When your house goes up in value, that means your asset increases. You can always get tax deductions at the end of the year by becoming a homeowner. So our goal on the core here is to help you fix your credit, show you why you should go out and try to become a homeowner rather than just renting.
Man, like we've talked about this numerous times, and there's so many advantages of becoming a homeowner instead of just renting an apartment, renting a condo, or renting somebody else's home. It's time for people to start making bigger and better decisions going in. We're already in 2013, just going into our future. We can't just be complacent and just sit there and just not try to make our next move. It's time for everybody, not just a few people. It's time for everybody to make their next move. And this is what we're trying to get done as far as helping with the KDAY Community Show. But today's topic is we're going to focus on making better financial decisions.
Yes, especially with your credit.
I want Andrew to explain, how does fixing your credit or paying off your credit help you make better financial decisions?
Well, thank you very much for that question. Everything, again, like I said earlier, everything begins with your credit. Creditors nowadays, whether you're trying to get a job or you're trying to buy a house, or you're trying to buy a car, you're trying to buy furniture, everything begins with your credit. People want to see that you are making a responsible choices with the monies that they have lent you or with the access to credit that they've given you. So when you have a good credit, you're always going to pay lesser interest rates. That's one thing. Besides paying lesser interest rates, most of the time you're going to get approved for a loan faster than somebody with poor credit. So, and besides, there's going to be a whole lot less stress in your life if you have a better credit, because you know that you can have access to funds when you need them. But people with bad credit, they always pay a whole lot more interest rates. You're talking about if you have a credit card, for example, or you buy a car, a used car, your interest rate is over 20%.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I've been through that.
Yeah, your interest
more. I remember one time when a lady, when I was in school, and I asked her to break down, I'm sorry to interrupt you, break down my car payment. Mm-hmm. And my school professor just said, go back and ask her what's your principal and what's your interest. Uh-huh. So the principal of my car note was like $198. The interest I was paying on was like $250. I was like, wow. I was like, you're paying like more interest than the actual car, the principal, which is the car note itself.
Exactly. I mean, there's so many advantages to having a good credit, really. I mean, besides the fact that you're just throwing down money into the toilet, you know. So we've also taught on this show, and I'm going to say it again. Oh, you say, well, nobody's going to give me a credit card. My credit is short. Well, we discussed about secured credit cards. That is the best way to rebuild your credit. You know, it doesn't. They don't determine if you have bad credit. You have a bankruptcy. You had a foreclosure. You had a short sale. All of those don't matter. You just go to the bank, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Union Bank, Citibank. I don't have stock in any of these banks. I just know that they've worked for me. They've worked for a lot of our clients. Go there and ask for a secured credit card. That's the way to plant some new seeds on your credit report while you're trying to fix it. Don't wait until you fix your credit before you get some new ones. You know, and don't go to Target, don't go to Kohl's to try and get an unsecured card. You want to get a secured credit card.
And some information like you can get all this information once again on www.icclending.com. But I just want to share some a testimony or experience that I had. I went to Wells Fargo, gave them $300, and no, you know what? I filled out an application for a secured credit card, and then they let me know, I say 2 days, that they will take the money out of my account after I open up a Wells Fargo account. And so I have a secured card for Wells Fargo for $300, but it's helped my credit score tremendously.
Yes, it has, yes.
After a month of me having a Wells Fargo card, then I'm going to tell you guys what to do next. We'll coach you through all this. Like I said, if you want to give up here, give me a call, ask for Trey, or give Andrew a call. What's that?
888-816-6407.
And give Andrew a call. He'll tell you the same information.
My cell phone number, 949-232-9569. 949-232-9569. I take all my calls.
He does, and he returns them within a half hour to an hour if he's not in meetings or whatnot. But then a month later, I applied for a Macy's card. Macy's, you can apply online and get your approval within 5 minutes. So these are the little things we can do to help you rebuild your credit. Go to Wells Fargo or go to any bank and ask for a secure card. It takes about maybe a day or two. And then after you get that approved, take about another 2 weeks, or no, I'm going to say wait a month. Go to Macy's and apply online, and Macy's gives you a card. And they gave me a $700 Macy's card, but I'm not a big shopper, so like Andrew said, I just tore it up.
Yeah.
I did use it for Christmas because I got it right before Christmas. I used it a couple times, and then I paid it off and tore it up. I don't go to Macy's anyway.
I think it's very important for your listeners to know that if everybody knows themselves out there. You know how to manage yourself. You know how good you are with managing money or not. Secured credit card is the best way to help you manage yourself. It doesn't matter how technical you are or how untechnical you are. Secured credit card will help you get from point A to point B. Wells Fargo, Union Bank, U.S. Bank, Citibank, those are the 4 banks that have been very friendly in terms of giving out secured credit cards. You know, once you get the cards, you spend only $25 from each card. Don't go on a shopping spree. Only spend $25 from each card, and then make sure you make a photocopy of each one of those cards and keep them in a secured place. Keep the photocopy in a secured place. Go ahead and cut up the cards and throw them away. The reason why I advise that is because we don't want you to go get sloppy or careless about spending money that you shouldn't be spending. The reason why you have those secured credit cards, they are only tools that should help your credit bounce back up. So it's very important that it's like a prescription from a doctor. This is what I'm trying to give your listeners. Once you do it exactly how I'm teaching you, you will see your credit score go up really fast. So call me 888-816-6407, 888-816-6407. My cell phone number 949-232-9569. I definitely want to help as many people as possible that will call. The consultation is absolutely free. If you want a copy of your credit report, you will have to pay for it. it costs anywhere between $17 to $25. That's almost nothing compared to the kind of service you're going to receive and the kind of counseling you're going to get. We do not charge thousands and thousands of dollars to help you fix your credit. It's absolutely free.
And you can get all this information out once again at www.icclending.com. If you have any questions, once again, feel free to give Andrew a call, or I'm going to even give you my personal email at the station. Is tsmith@935kday.com, and I'll forward all your information over to him, and you can check in with me if you need to ask me any questions or whatnot. I'm in the process of cleaning up my credit as well with you guys, and getting a better understanding of how this credit world works. And well, for something I did learn in the process of doing all this, Andrew, can we explain to him just like briefly what's the difference between a soft pull and a hard pull as far as your credit? Because a lot of people think they can just get on the internet and see what their credit score is.
No, all of those. When you go on the internet and you get a credit score, those are not real credit scores. You know, those are imitative scores. They look like they're credit scores. They are assumable scores, but they're not actual scores.
Yeah. They're in the ballpark.
They're in the ballpark scores, but they're not real. You know. So, but we can help you obtain a copy of your credit report. It's fairly cheap when you come through us. You know, again, you're not going to spend anything over $25 for a couple, about $17 for an individual. You know, but a hard pull, a soft pull is the kind of pull that, you know, creditors check your credit just to see maybe they should offer you some kind of offers. You know, you get those credit cards in the mail sometimes, credit card offers in the mail or magazine offers in the mail. Those are soft pulls. Those companies, they pull your credit on a soft level to see whether you qualify for an offer. You know, a hard pull is when you go try and apply for a credit card, you apply for furniture, you want to finance a furniture, you want to buy rims, you know, you want to finance those kind of things, or you want to buy a house. Those ones are called hard pulls. Those ones do affect your credit score. They do affect, if you pull them too many times, your credit score will go down. But again, you don't want to pull your credit more than 2 or 3 times in 3 months. You know, don't be going, if you get declined somewhere, don't start going to the next and say, okay, maybe they will approve me. No, it doesn't work like that. Your scores are going to go down, especially if your score is currently below 640. They're going to go down even faster. So we want to encourage people that, you know, if you've had your credit pulled so many times and you just say, you know what, I'm sick of this, I want to fix my credit, call me. You know, we'll pull your credit one last time, and we can just work with that credit report. Or if you have an old report that, you know, you've been working with, you can send that to me as well, and I'll be able to help you analyze it and figure out what's going on in there. Again, my toll-free number is 888-816-6407. 888-816-6407. My cell phone number has not changed. It's the same. It's 949-232-9569.
Andrew, we got about 10 minutes left. I want to get into touch a little bit about the housing market and where it's at right now, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Where are we at in the housing market? I mean, is it still a buyer's market or seller's market?
It's a seller's market right now. There are so many buyers out there. You know, if you're planning to become a homeowner, this is your chance. The prices of houses have been climbing steadily, and rates are also steadily climbing. Rates have been really low over the last 2 years. Houses, you know, the prices have been really low. If you are thinking of buying a house or you want to see if you qualify, this is your chance. I guarantee you, I mean, yes, I don't like guaranteeing stuff, but based on the data that we're seeing, the prices are just going up like crazy. So if you're renting and you're paying $1,000 or more, this is the time for you to consider to see whether you can buy a house for as little as $500 down. I mean, as little as $500 down payment. It depends on the loan volume. If you're trying to buy a house for $100,000, your down payment is $500. If you're trying to buy a house for $200,000, your down payment is $1,000. If you're trying to buy a house for $300,000, your down payment is $1,500. You're going to have to pay closing costs an average of about 2 to 3% of the sales price, but the down payment is very low, rates are very low, prices are still low. So now is the time to jump in because house prices are going up. Besides, inventories for houses are getting kind of low nowadays. So you try to go out and go to an open house on a Saturday,
and you gotta wait in line because there's people already in there and there's people after you.
Yes.
There's about 10 people trying to see the same house. So that's when you have to. We'll get into that maybe later on the next show. That's when you have to get into a bidding war with other people putting in offers.
Yes, I mean you don't want to be doing a bidding war because you're going to get priced out of the market.
Yeah.
So if you're really still trying to, I've spoken to a lot of people who haven't kind of taken the next step or initiative to really follow through. Well, the houses are not waiting in the corner for you. There's a lot of people who want to buy houses and they're going to go away, and they're going away like hotcakes. One of the reasons why the houses are going away that fast is because we have a lot of foreign buyers, a lot of investors who are coming in and they are buying homes that they want to rent because they know that the prices are going up. So if you're out there, this message is for you. If you're trying to buy a house, call me. I will explain to you what the process is. I'll help you get pre-approved and even place you with the right agent who's going to show you the house and help you become a homeowner. Now, if I wanted to kind of touch on people right now who are current homeowners. If your interest rate is above 4%, call me. We can help you refinance and lower your rate and lower your payment. If you have a bunch of credit card bills and you are a homeowner, you can consolidate all of those bills and wrap it into a new loan and reduce your monthly payment. If you've had if you currently are facing foreclosure and you don't know what to do, well, call us. We can help you. Don't walk away from the house.
And we talked about that before the show just a tad bit. You said avoid foreclosure, correct?
Avoid foreclosure, yeah. There are ways you can avoid foreclosure. It's either, you do a short sale or you do a loan modification. We call us. We'll let you know which one is right for you, which one is best for you. My toll-free number again is 888-816-6407. My cell phone number 949-232-9569.
And the website is www.icclending.com. You can get all this information plus more. It's like taking a real estate 101 class, like you taking a class.
Yeah, there's a lot involved here.
A lot of information on it.
A lot of information. We're talking about loans, we're talking about real estate, we're talking about insurance, we're talking about credit management. Those four things, they all go hand in hand regardless. If you're a homeowner, more than likely that you have a loan, more than likely that you're going to need insurance to protect your home. More than likely that you have to make sure that your credit scores are in the right place just in case you have to sell.
A modification.
So there's a lot involved in becoming a homeowner, but guess what? We're here to simplify the whole process for you. So all you have to do is call. It doesn't cost you anything to call. And if this message is not for you and you know somebody,
help somebody out. Pass it on.
Pass it on. We get calls all the time. Hey, my friend heard you on the radio, and here's what I mean. You will talk to me personally. If I can't take your call, I will call you back. That's always my promise. I always call everybody back. And one other thing I wanted to mention is, if you have a groups of 10 or more, I can come physically to your group and we can do a 1 or 2 hour seminar. And right there and then we can pull everybody's credit and analyze everything one by one and do a group, teaching class, because that's important. It's Sunday, you're probably on your way to church, or you're on your way back from home, or you're just going to work. Talk to your pastor.
Yeah,
I can come over to your church. I can do a class. In fact, I've started doing classes in churches, and I still look forward to doing a whole lot more of them. So I want to help as many people as possible. The initial consultation is all free. We don't charge any money during the whole process. Even when you do a loan through us or real estate, we don't charge you any money. So you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
call.
Give them a call at 888-816-6407. Or if you're feeling kind of iffy and antsy, or you want to pass this information on, and how about you just look at the website, www.icclending.com. I got a bad habit of always doing a background check before I go mess with anybody anyway. It's www.icclending.com. And at the least of this, you'll get a whole bunch of information that'll help you for a future run at whatever you're trying to do. But all we're trying to do is, as what your family's trying to do, is what everybody's trying to do, is get everybody to make better financial decisions. We got to start making better financial decisions. Andrew has his DRE number. You can do it. I think you could just type this in on Google. His name is Andrew. Andrew, how do you say your last name again?
Oh, my last name is Jesse Koba.
Oh, Jesse Koba.
But on the DRE number, they can go to the Department of Real Estate's website. That's how they can check, for my legitimacy, to make sure that my license is current.
I want to go ahead. I want to give the DRE number out as 017-87869. His NMLS number is 204365, and his DOI number is 0G59429. We'd like to get all this information out so you can feel comfortable who you dealing with in the community. But I'm telling you, the man just goes around helping people out with their credit, and try to help people make better financial decisions, as far as, because it's a lot of people. We run into a lot of people that get calls and emails. They're paying $1,600-$1,700 in rent. You can own a home for $1,600-$1,700.
Yep,
you can own a home. Your mortgage is going to be $1,000.
That's right.
Or $1,100, depending on the size of home. I don't want to give a definite answer. You have to learn about this on your own. But there's no definite as far as what your mortgage is going to be. But what I'm saying is it's going to be substantially lower.
It's gonna be lower, and you're also gonna get tax advantage.
Yeah,
it's your house. You're paying for your house. You're not paying somebody else's rent.
That's the biggest.
You're not paying somebody else's mortgage.
Yeah, it's your house.
And the pride of ownership. You're creating assets for yourself and your family. So let me give them my DRE number again. My Department of Real Estate license number is 017-87869.
Okay.
My National Mortgage Licensing System number, that's NMLS number 204365. And my Department of Insurance license number is 0G59429. Call me. Definitely want to help you guys. We want to see what we can do to, get people from where they at. Even if you don't have any, if you're 18 years and over, you are eligible to apply for a loan. Now, are you going to get approved? That's what we need to find out. That's what we need to find out.
That's what we do. We got to start the process, and the process is starting by getting a hard credit pull, something that Andrew can provide as far as starting off his services, as far as helping you guys out and getting a better direction of what you're trying to do and what you can do to clean up your credit. Let's give out this information one more time, Andrew.
My toll-free number is 888-816-6407. 888-816-6407. My cell phone number is 949-232-9569.
And you can get all this information out at www.icclending.com. If you have any community events you want us to be aware of, or you'd like to come talk about the show, as long as you're helping people, don't hesitate to give us a call, man. That's what we're here for, to help out the community. Brothers like Andrew, we can link everybody up together and make something. As long as you change one life, you're changing a whole bunch of lives.
Yes, that's right.
In some form or another. I want to give out my personal email. If anybody has any questions or concerns, or like I said, you want us to come out to your community event, or you need us to shout out a community event, is tsmith@935.com. And this is Integrity Credit Corporation. Andrew, he's moved on to do bigger and better things, just as far so he can help more people out in the community.
And we are also, if you think that you want to be an ambassador, you want to help people just like we have dedicated ourselves to, and you're looking for an opportunity to help people, call us. We're looking for people who want to be foot soldiers out there, who want to help other people. You got to learn about this credit thing and help people and train them to get a better credit report, a better credit score. But it doesn't take that much work. There are people who've called me and say, I was about to file bankruptcy, and I'm like, no, don't. Let me analyze your credit first. before you make that decision. If bankruptcy is a choice, I'll let you know. But let me analyze your credit first before you decide to file bankruptcy. We want to help. 888-816-6407. My cell phone number is 949-232-9569.
And on that note, we're out of here. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to KDAY's Community Show, where it's your issues, your topics, and your community. For questions or more info on this or any of our other shows, please email us, kdaycommunity@gmail.com. 93.5 KDAY.